that types of fasteners, the types of fasteners, permanent joint, riveting joints are there. So now we are learning the riveting joints for the sheet metal works. Okay, when we use the sheet metal works, these riveting joints not only for the sheet metal works, for plate work also. From thin sheets to thick plates, they are using the riveting. From a bucket to a very big ship in the ocean, they'll make with the plates, they'll do the riveting joint. Okay, riveting joint is the permanent joint, as I told in the last class. The same way for making sheet metal work, they'll use rivets also. Okay, to join two or more than two pieces together by the rivets. Okay, now in the last class we were learning that sheet metal is joined with the soldering and brazing. Okay, now soldering and brazing, where the very tough work, hard work, and heavy temperature is there, where this sheet metal is joints are used, soldering it will not work, and sometimes brazing. So some product what we make in a good ornamental type, when you do brazing, due to the more heat, what happen, the sheet will get destruct and it will get the shape out. Okay, to avoid this destruction and the shape out of the sheet metal work joining with the brazing, excluding that, we are using rivets also. Okay. Now, iron metal buckets. Okay. We have the plastic buckets and metal buckets. When we buy from the shop, we'll have the metal buckets, which is made with the zinc sheets, having two pieces made in a conic taper shape, in frustum shape, and two ends of the sheets are overlapped and riveted. Okay, overlap and riveted. These rivets for this bucket joint, they very closely rivets are done, because after riveting the water should not leak. After jointing this riveting, they'll do filler metal. Sometimes they do soldering or they'll put the filler metal of lacquer like that. Okay, different adhesives. Now, riveting is done for the sheet metal work. According to the nature of work, sheet metal, what we are using, we will use the different types of metal rivets also. Now, introduction is to join two or more sheet metals together by the riveting is called riveting. Why we are using riveting means, brazing also we can do, but the sheet will get destructed. Specification: if you want to do a riveting, to do riveting, we have to buy the rivets from the market. When you go to the market and if you want to buy the rivets, what happens? If you go and ask him to give rivets, means what rivets he will give? We have to give the specification for the rivet. Okay, first we have to give length. Length is 20 mm. Metal is ms. Size is 8 dia. Shape of head is snap head. Okay. When you go to the shop, you have to tell this all the things. This is the specification. Oh, different size of different lengths and different metal and different diameter and different shape rivets are available. So, what rivet you need? You have to give the correct specification. 20 mm mild steel, 8 mm dia, shape is snap head shape. Okay. This is the specification of the rivet. What you have to do? Length, material, size and shape. Now materials. The different material rivets are made. One is mild steel, brass, copper, yellow brass, aluminium and soft alloy metal. Okay. Now see, copper is a soft metal, brass also is a soft metal according to the combination of zinc and copper in that. Okay. If the zinc percent is more, when you do riveting, it will break up. So to be a soft rivet, soft when it is brass, the copper should have the base metal. Okay, more than 60%, 70% like that. Copper should be there. Remaining zinc. Okay, the yellow brass. This brass, yellow brass, different categories of brasses are available. We have the list by the composition of this metal, different percentage. Okay, aluminum rivet also is available, and soft yellow metals rivets also available. Okay, according to the nature of work, we will select this material. Okay, now we'll see what is rivet. Rivet is a cylindrical rod. Rivet is a cylindrical rod having one side, one end head shape. Okay. Now you might have seen, all of you might have seen, this is a rivet, a cylindrical rod, cross section. Okay. Cylindrical rod. So the top side, one end is called head, which is having the round shape. From the shank end to outermost of this head length is called head, and this is a body. This is the body. Body means what? Means the sheets, number of sheets you join. 1, 2, 3 sheets. When you join 3 sheets, this is head projecting out, and the remaining portion will come out. The portion how much occupy for these 3 sheets, that is called body. And the remaining length, which is used to form the head like a snap head, if it is in the form of snap head, you have to form it by riveting with a hammer, ball pin hammer. You have to use ball pin only to make this riveting. Okay. So the 3 sheets length is called body. The remaining portion, what we are making the remaining portion to head shape, that length is called tail. Tail. Head. Okay. So now we'll get this is the terms, not elements. Okay. In your book PDF, they are told the parts of the rivet. Okay, for this we should not tell the parts of the rivet, because this is the rivet is made by only one single material, not having separate parts. So we should call it as elements of a rivet. Elements of a rivet. Okay. Now different shape means body. First we will tell this is only a shank or a body complete. When we will tell the tail and body means, see here one rivet is snapped rivet is there, head and shank or body, head and shank. We will tell here head, this is shank. Okay. When you use 2 sheets, after using 2 sheets, remaining portion is called tail. The shape of the head is in this shape is called snap head. Okay. Now countersunk. This is a countersunk head. If it is the rivet is in this shape, this is called countersunk. Okay. When you joining the 2 sheet metals, the rivet will sunk into the sheet. Sunk into the sheet. See, whereas the snap head, the head is projecting out. Okay. Other end what we are riveting is projecting out. But here the head what is projecting out is called round ball shape is called snap head. But here what we are telling countersunk head key. Countersunk head key means the head will sunk into the sheet. Okay. Generally the sheet is a very thin sheet metals. This countersunk will not use for a sheet. We can use to join, but it will after projecting out, it will having a point edges, corners like that. It will not look nice. For sunking only it is. For when the thick sheets are there, the top portion they will make countersunk to accommodate this taper into the sheet. Where this countersunk are used means, see, in the machine sometimes the top portions, the sliding portion or rotating portion, the machine will doing reciprocation system on the other surface. So these two sheets are there joint. If we use a rivet of snap rivet here, this projection of the snap on the top will not allow the machine top moving part to reciprocate. In such places, what we are using, sunk head keys are we are using. Sunk head key. Like this, they use a different heads of rivets for different work functioning. Different work functioning. Now, third one is oval countersunk. Oval countersunk. This much portion is countersunk into the sheets, and other little portion is on the top, that oval shape. This is not like a snap round, it is just a raised portion like this. This is called oval countersunk. This is mushroom head key. This mushroom head key is having a small raised projection, and the head will be project out of the sheet only. Fan head. This fan head is also a rivet where it is used, the head will project out. Project out means this is inverse to this countersunk. Countersunk is having points on the top. That inverse, because this will not object any points to look shabby like this. This taper is there. This bottom portion is completely rest to the sheet. If the sheet is not countersunk, the bottom portion, little portion is raised and the top portion is not resting. So according to the work system, we are using the different head rivets. Now fan head rivet. Now this is flat head rivet. On the top portion, the rivet is in the shape of flat shape, and same like a rivet. This generally they use for riveting the almaras. Sheet metal works where they are making boxes, almaras and all. They'll use doors and all. They'll use the flat head. These all are the rivets and riveting. Now the riveting is done to join two or more parts. See, now this riveting is called permanent joint because, as I told in soldering lesson, when you don't want soldering joint, if you overheat, the lead and tin alloy solder will melt and come, it will flow and come out, and we can dismantle the part. Whereas here the rivet, when you want to dismantle the part, the head or the portion tail what we made rivet head, it has to be ground and removed. When you ground and removing, you will lose the riveted material. Sometimes we will get the damage of the sheet, and this rivet further we cannot use because this joint is a permanent joint. If you want to dismantle, it will not work for the further again for joining that one. That's why they call the permanent rivet is a permanent joint, as I told in the last class. These are the different shapes of the rivets. Okay. Other than this, The some more different types of rivets are also available. Tubular rivets. Tubular rivets. These tubular rivets are used where the body buildings of the vehicles. Okay. Now example, if you take the bus, the body of the bus is made with a light metal that is called aluminum, and the sheet is joined with the tubular rivets. The sheet which is joined, that rivet will have the hole. Okay, that further after this classes, in the further you will get the tubular rivets also. This is the rivets. Riveting. Riveting is done in the different methods, by manual, by machine, and cold riveting is there, hot riveting is there. Okay, what is cold riveting, what is hot riveting? Now the this topic is for sheet metal work only, but where we use the hot riveting is when the thick plates are used, we use the hot riveting. Okay, this is the riveting and rivets.